After 50 years and 700 issues, The Amazing Spider-Man has ended. There's a new series coming out, Superior Spider-Man, and it's not the exact Spider-Man that we've had before. It's not the Spider-Man that we've known for these last 50 years. Who is this new Spider-Man? Well, it sort of is the same Spider-Man, but it's not. This is everything you need to know before reading Superior Spider-Man. We could actually back up a little bit and go to Amazing Spider-Man number 3, which featured the first appearance of Dr. Octopus, Otto Octavius. Otto Octavius was a research scientist. The reason he was called Dr. Octopus was because he used this harness that he came up with that shielded him from radiation, so it allowed him to work with the radioactive material, and that was his goal. He was a scientist, he was a researcher, he wanted to make contributions to society. Being that it's a comic book, it would be kind of boring if we just had this research dude that didn't have any problems. So in the typical fashion, there's an explosion. When he wakes up, he finds out that his arms have been fused to him and his brain has been damaged by radiation. This starts Dr. Octopus down the road to villainy. This soon led him into confrontation with Spider-Man, of course. He was defeated, but he wasn't ready to just give up and accept that. It was actually in issue 12, he was trying to get back at Spider-Man. He wanted to defeat him. He knew he could defeat him way back then.
I know I'm stronger than he is. I know that I'll destroy him when next we meet. But so long as he lives, I'll never be truly safe. I've got to force him to fight me again.
So he didn't defeat him the next time. They had several run-ins with Doc Ock getting beat up. But it wasn't just Spider-Man that he had run-ins with. He ended up getting hit, getting beat, defeated by several other heroes. And we saw in Amazing Spider-Man 600 that this was having a dire effect on his body.
That is what I believe is at work here. All that additional radiation in your system, it's preventing your body from healing itself. I hate to tell you this, Otto, but your condition is degenerative. You're looking at a year, 18 months at the most until...
No! I refuse to dwindle away into nothingness. I am Otto Octavius, one of the greatest minds in history. I swear I will leave my mark upon you, all of you, the whole world. And when I'm gone, none of you will ever forget the name of Dr. Octopus.
So as we saw in issue 600, Otto had this plan. He claimed he wanted to make the world better. He wanted to make the city better, more efficient. His approach was questionable. Spider-Man had to defeat his Octobots. In order to do that, he needed a stronger brainwave pattern. Putting on Otto's control helmet, he tapped into and tried controlling all of the Octobots, including Otto's arms.
What are you doing? I can feel my hold on the city slipping. Can't control my own arms? No!
This was the first step in Otto's plan. He may have been defeated by Spider-Man, but this would later come to haunt Spider-Man. Next, during Spider Island, all of Manhattan was in danger. Everyone was being turned into arachnids. It was up to Spider-Man again to save the day. He went to the police station and he found a ton of deactivated Octobots. And this was a way for Spider-Man to do what he needed to do.
Rise and shine, my little 8-legged beauties. Because once I plug in Otto's control helmet, you're all gonna be my very own Spider Slayer army.
So taking the helmet, taking the Octobots, he put it on again.
Here, this should even the odds. I just gave our troops their marching orders.
This was the second time Spider-Man put on the helmet. Doc Ock may not have been involved with Spider Island, but soon he had another plan. The ends of the Earth. He was going to destroy the Earth, or most of it, as part of his final act before he died. Spider-Man wasn't going to take this lightly, put on a new costume, and he was ready to confront Doc Ock again. But while Peter thought he was thinking ahead, using some of Doc Ock's technology to beat him, turned out to have the opposite effect.
You're the king here. I take you out, it's check and mate. You know I can do it, I've done it before. Yes, my cyber control helmet. You use it to take over my arms. Yep, and your Octobots. Now it's part of my armor. What can I say? It's my lucky hat. Not today. I've made some improvements. You won't beat me twice. Not the same way. and not with my own toys.
So this was the third time he put on the helmet. Now you might be wondering, what does this all have to do with Dr. Octopus? It was an Amazing Spider-Man 698. We saw Doc Ock's body was finally about to die. He had reached the end. As part of his dying wish, he asked to talk to Spider-Man.
Do you mind? I'd like to do this in private. No cameras, just the two of us. Of course. Alright, we're alone. That's what you wanted. You had something you wanted to say to me? Peter Parker.
And the moment that shocked everyone, Spider-Man takes off his mask. Why would he reveal himself to one of his greatest enemies? He may have been dying. That's still no reason to take off your mask.
Yes, I'm Peter Parker. No, I'm Peter Parker. Not anymore, Spider-Man. From now on, I am Peter Parker. I have all of your memories, I know everything you knew, and I have your life and everything that comes with it. And you are now Otto Octavius, with what little time you have left, trapped in a broken body, brought about by years of your brutal beatings. And like a good magician, I shall not reveal my secrets. You will die, never knowing how I performed my last and greatest trick.
Of course, he did figure out his trick. It was each time he put on the helmet, Doc Ock's technology was mapping out his brain. So Doc Ock had access to Spider-Man's mind, and it was during his fight with the Hobgoblins where one of Doc Ock's little Octobots gave the final blow. But of course, Peter wasn't going to just accept this. He wasn't going to just die and let one of his enemies have control of his body, have access to his memories, and have access to all his loved ones to do whatever weird things he wanted to do. With the help of Hydro Man and Scorpion and Trapster, he escapes from the raft. He's got this plan. He gains control of that Octobot, that little Octobot, and he knows how to reverse the process. In a final confrontation, it appears Peter Parker, trapped in Doc Ock's body, is about to win. He's about to deliver his own final blow, his final strike at Spider-Man, which is really Doc Ock's in Spider-Man's body. This wasn't an easy choice for Peter because he knew in order to do this, it would mean the end of Doc Ock's life.
You still went though, Otto. Because even after I put myself back in there, no, I can never be Spider-Man again. Even if that body has only seconds left, I knew what I was doing when I made that jump. I was ending your life. It's a line I swore I'd never cross. Now, I'll have to find a way to live with that. No, you won't. Ka-ding! What? Carbonium plating. My cranium is completely shielded, or in other words, victory is mine. Good.
So it looked like this was the end for our Peter Parker, but Peter, or Peter's mind, realized that he still had a direct connection to Otto's mind from their brain swapping. So what he did is, because Peter was such a great person, such a great hero, he knew that those memories, the essence of what made him a hero, could have an influence on Doc Ock.
Whatever this is, it won't work. This is my life now. Exactly. It's all flashing before my eyes. And I'm giving you a ringside seat. Good. Get your favorite breakfast, Petey? Wheat cakes. Don't fatten him up too much, dear. Spider, it bit me, but why is it burning so?
Stop thief. Your uncle has been shot, murdered.
That face, oh no, it can't be. Stop, I don't want this. You wanted to be Spider-Man. Well, guess what? It's more than the powers. I'll kill you. No, you won't. Because you know how valuable life is, and what a tragedy it is. Each and every time it's cut short.
So with that, Otto is overcome by the sense of doing the right thing. With great power comes great responsibility. But that's not it. Understanding the responsibility he now has, he makes a vow as Peter died in Otto's body. He swore that he would use everything that he had along with Spider-Man's body to become a better Spider-Man. Peter may have been smart, but Otto was smarter, or so he claims. So this is where he vowed to become the superior Spider-Man. So what does that mean? That means Peter Parker is dead. Otto Octavius is in Peter Parker's body. He is in Spider-Man's body. He is now Spider-Man. He makes a new costume. He realizes what a fool and what a waste his life has been. So now we have a new Spider-Man. It's the same Spider-Man, but it's a different Spider-Man. It's going to be a crazy ride. We'll have to wait and see what Dan Slott has in mind. But now you know what you need to know in order to read Superior Spider-Man. It won't last forever, but while it does, let's find out what happens.